Good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. We are live here on KENS 5, and it's a cloudy and cold start to the new weekend, start to December. December officially begins today, and it's also the start of meteorological winter. Astronomical winter starts on December 20th, based on, astronomical seasons, but meteorologists, we like to look at the seasons in 3-month increments. So, for example, fall. Meteorological fall is September, October, November, and the meteorological winter is December, January, and February. We do that just to, compartmentalize and organize data, temperatures, rainfall into specific 3-month increments. It's easier to look at and easier to analyze trends that way. Just how we do it in meteorology. But anyway, December 1st, first day of the last month of the new year, and it's cold. We're only forecasting a high of 52 today, so it's going to be a cold start to our week and Monday. Tomorrow morning, even colder. I think we drop to like the mid to upper 30s tomorrow morning because by tonight, probably at about like 7, 8, 9 p.m. around sunset, most of the cloud cover and any of the rain that's forming right now around the area, which we'll show you radar in a second, will be moving east and away from us towards Houston and Louisiana and away from Texas. And what that's going to do is clear out our skies and lead to colder temperatures overnight. When you have clear skies and calming winds, those two ingredients are what you need for very cold temperatures overnight, especially behind a frontal boundary. So tomorrow morning, expect very cold temperatures. Tomorrow's high 59. Sunny tomorrow, a few clouds overhead. And then by Wednesday, more cloud cover builds in ahead of our next system and also ahead of our next cold front. So we're in a pattern over these next 5 days or so where it just remains chilly, remains cold for south central Texas. But today, 40 to 30% chance of seeing some very light precip, and that's mostly east of San Antonio. All right, speaking of, there's live camera shots across the city. We're not getting the airport camera, but we'll take a look at that in a second. We are seeing overcast, gloomy gray skies over San Antonio. And there's the temperature, 43 at the airport, 45 at Stinson. The airport is picking up on some very light rain right now and a light breeze, 5 to 10 from the north and northeast. And there's radar. So big takeaway from this morning, this afternoon, if you're driving east down I-10 towards Houston for any reason, right? Seeing friends, family, if you're doing any work-related things, going east, that's where you're going to run into some more rainfall. Is it severe? No, but it is more widespread in coverage, more light to moderate rain and some pockets of heavier downpours out near Brazosport, Galveston, southeast Texas, Beaumont, western Louisiana. That's where it's a little bit more consistent on the rain accumulation out there this morning. But you zoom into some of these areas, some heavier pockets of downpours offshore, and then zoom into San Antonio. It's few and far between, and nothing is really accumulating at this hour. There are a couple of areas of passing drizzle, passing light rain, but in regarding measurable downpours, no, we don't have that in our area right now. But as you head out for the next few hours through 1, 2, and 3 o'clock, anticipate at least a couple of sprinkles and maybe a light shower here and there with the radar popping up with some green for this morning. All right, temperature's pretty cold. Take a look. Widespread 40s and even some 30s out near Bernie, 45 at Castroville, 42 at Lavernia, same thing at Stockdale, Floresville. Stinson a few degrees warmer, if you will, at 45. Seguin at 42. And we're at 39 at Fredericksburg. So it's pretty cold in the hill country. And the cloud cover, we're not going to see much sun today. We'll see some clearing later this evening. But by that time, the sun will be already setting. And in the meantime, we're not going to see a huge spread in our temperatures. We'll make it up to the upper 40s, lower 50s today, but a very cold, cloudy, and somewhat damp start to the weekend, start to December. Winds are not as gusty as they were yesterday. They were gusting between 20 and 30 miles per hour back on Sunday, yesterday. But now they've calmed down, 5 miles an hour. So not much of a wind chill factor, not much of a feels like factor out there. So here's the hour by hour. So we'll rewind this back. So through tonight, I would say maybe around 10 or 11 o'clock, most of the cloud cover will be farther south and east away from San Antonio. We'll be under clear skies by late tonight. And then fast forward to tomorrow morning, you'll see a couple of clouds to our south, maybe a few showers out near the valley, near McAllen and Harlingen. That'll be courtesy of a weak low that moves in across deep south Texas Tuesday and Wednesday. What that will do on Wednesday, because I think tomorrow will be mostly sunny, partly cloudy, highs in the upper 50s near 60. A chilly but sunny day for tomorrow. Wednesday, cloud cover, some moisture comes back, mostly cloudy, overcast skies. Rain chance probably on the low side. But as this low kind of parallels the Texas Gulf Coast, that'll send in some moisture, maybe some isolated showers between here and Houston. And then simultaneously, cold front drops in Thursday morning early, and that should move through San Antonio, I would say before sunrise Thursday. And as you can see, sometime Thursday morning, Thursday afternoon, timing is still up in the air. That could produce some widely scattered areas of drizzle, some sprinkles, maybe a couple of light showers here and there Thursday morning, Thursday afternoon. And some of those could be heavier downpours to the south, near Corpus Christi, between here and I-10 and the Coastal Bend. But that'll be our next weather maker. So that'll bring back the cloud cover, the chance for rain, and just kind of drive in another, a consistent cooler pattern through the end of the week, through Thursday and Friday, and even probably Saturday as well. So here is the morning low trend. Tomorrow morning, I think San Antonio bottoms out around 37 to 38 degrees. That means Hill Country region, Boerne, Comfort, Kerrville, Fredericksburg, Rock Springs, probably on the range of like 30 to 32 tomorrow morning for the Hill Country. So a light freeze expected for Hill Country counties. Wednesday morning, 43, 48 Thursday morning. Front drops in 45 Friday morning, and same thing early Saturday. So the mornings are going to stay pretty chilly for the next 5 to 6. Here's the hour by hour. Anywhere east of San Antonio today, a better chance of seeing some drizzle, some showers out there. This time tomorrow morning, mostly clear skies, a couple of clouds overhead. Here's what tomorrow morning could look like. A light freeze in the Hill Country, mid-30s in San Antonio, lower 40s out near George West and Beeville, and some mid-30s down Highway 90. Hondo, Uvalde at 34 degrees tomorrow morning. And then the afternoon highs trend a little bit better. I mean, take a look through the week. Thursday, 55 with some, again, patchy areas of drizzle and light rain Thursday. 59 Friday, 68 Saturday. This upcoming weekend, a lot better. The mornings stay chilly, though, in the 40s, but the daytime highs get a lot better in the upper 60s, near 70 on Sunday. And keep in mind, the San Antonio Marathon is this weekend. I believe the 5K and 10K runners will be gearing up on Saturday, and then the half marathon and full marathon is on Sunday. Big takeaway for morning temperatures for those runners out there this weekend. Wrong button. There you go, right there. For the morning temperatures, I would say probably a layer or two. But by, let's say, lunchtime, we're warming up to the upper 50s. But I think for any runners that are gearing up for the San Antonio Marathon this weekend, whether that's the 5K, 10K, half marathon, or full Saturday and Sunday, a couple layers. I mean, we're starting off the mornings in the 40s and daytime highs in the 60s. So, yeah, by 1 or 2 o'clock, it'll feel perfect. But the morning hours will be chilly. So I think any runners will be gearing up for a couple layers early Saturday and early Sunday. So keep in mind for that. All right, download the KENS 5 app. We'll have updates and details on the front that'll be moving in on Thursday as more data comes into the KENS 5 Weather Center. We'll have details on the Thursday morning cold front that'll bring in a small chance for rain. The KENS 5 app, it is free. It is free in the App Store, so download it today for any additional updates on the weather forecast, any news around South Central Texas, around San Antonio. All that is free in the App Store on the KENS 5 app. All right, guys, have a wonderful Monday and happy December. It's going to be cold today, tomorrow, and a little better on Wednesday, but then another shot of colder air arrives Thursday, and it stays chilly through Friday. A little better on Saturday and Sunday for any runners gearing up for the San Antonio Marathon, but the mornings, the early morning hours stay pretty chilly in the 40s with a light wind, but mostly dry, and that is the good news for any runners this weekend for the marathon.